in the previous episode of Imperial Ambitions.
This Prussia does not care. He's literally just attacking. He's just like, there is no thought to it. He's just like, hey, there's an army. Let me go for it. And that's it, though. They're done. They're not going to be able to reinforce there. The Ottomans fled. That's smart. That way they can reinforce. So is this the war to end all wars? The French conquest of Brugge? 1.2 millones over here for the French. And then for the Brabant side, 1.4 almost. Another big battle, but the French just lost in Lille. And now we have the second battle of Cambrai on the way. Oh, and they fled. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
There he is. Hello. Welcome back.
Hi, Lady Magnus. Franconia is definitely our most competitive bishop there, keeping a pace with others, but though not, as we can see, not even close to our friend the Ottomans there, who is soaring away with the lead.
Shocking,
the other
right?
despot.
We're all shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't met much resistance with his plans there, but he's also been playing very closely to the rules. He has captured his objectives very quickly and held tight to them.
And here are the magnates.
Yeah.
Lubeck, I have to say though, I feel like Lubeck is a little bit. I'm surprised because Lubeck is huge now, right?
He's played very impressively, keeping a pace with the Ottomans. Other trade leagues and the HRE have fallen apart mostly, but he is holding on to his points.
And then we have our princes, and it looks like Burgundy. Yeah, so Burgundy is in the lead with this one, and he was at the end of last week. He was beat down last week.
Now that he's in at the end of last week, before the war started, he entered a personal union with France, so we can expect his points to dip down. Unless he can keep his liberty desire very high, he'll be getting much less points. So we'll probably see Saxony take the lead for the princes.
It was tough for Joss too, right? Because we did think that he was actually going to be the head of the HRE, right? That's what I think he was
personally
working for.
been hoping for that, but it sounded like he had a plan with France to enter into this personal union. So I think he decided that he needed security more than score, and decided to go ahead and enter into the personal union with France.
First of all, let's see kind of what the truce looks like. France still has a ton of money, and we have a 6-year truce. So like a very short truce here. Yeah. Maybe money?
Yeah, because I don't see any changes between Brabant and Burgundy. So
I do not either. Yeah. So it looks like maybe they said, all right, let's call this off. He is still
or maybe
a subject.
concede defeat.
Why is the war over? Hoghatan just wanted to get into it. So yes, no blue flames, actually no flames at all. So let's take an inventory of where the religions are at, because that's something we haven't looked at in a while, but it's been pretty stable. Looks like we have Hussites over here, and then the Protestants over in Poland / Prussia, Reformed down in Dalmatia and Saxony. And aside from that, it's pretty straightforward. We have one Reformed center up in Scotland as well, because, Calvin and all that.
If you take a look at the center of Germany, so Frankfurt and Frankfurt,
right.
See how many cardinals
all the cardinals? Yeah. Very, very, very densely packed cardinals in there. Yeah, I'm curious why France doesn't have more, because they're their subject, and I imagine they have good relations, but...
Interestingly, Bohemia is still top 3 with 750,000 people left. Just a reminder, Bohemia is half the country, right, with just a couple of provinces.
Right. Oh
and
my
he's
gosh.
still top 3. We've got Lubeck on the 4th place, and I think that's also expected, because looking at his idea choices, it's like Pluto trade quality, and Lubeck ideas don't have much quality as well. So I did see that in the wars that he was trying, he was losing a lot of troops. I mean, which is not a problem.
Hard too, which is, obviously it makes sense.
With his income, 270. Even France has less, right? France has 194 while having English channel.
Same numbers.
Even Ottomans have barely more. The Ottomans has 340 while having whole Middle East, right? He even has Persia as his eyalet. And I think we've got a new emperor. Yeah.
We have a new emperor.
So we've got only Bavaria and France in Catholic so far, and we've got Commonwealth, Dalmatia, Lubeck in the Protestant League.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take a look from my point of view right now. Ottomans are still pulling away with it, but look at that Frankfurt score, dude. Frankfurt they had like 1,100 last time, so they gained so many points this last day, taking over the 3rd slot from, I believe, was Burgundy. Burgundy got like 150 points. So yeah, Burgundy is very stagnant now. Saxony got only about 200. I think they were around 1,200, but Frankfurt, definitely somebody to keep an eye on. They are now competing with Lubeck for the magnate spot, so good on them. Though I'm happy to see that Milan is still at least on the board.
And I see that on your board are Sweden twice with 0 points, which is still 0 when I sum them up.
Hey, you know, it is what it is. We can't all be winners. Big old donut for Sweden. Friesland with 250, literally playing single player as well, colonizing the New World and colonizing quite a bit of it. New Friesland as well as Frisian Louisiana. Let's take a look. I am surprised to see that the Commonwealth didn't push more into Novgorod and try to collect a little bit more trade. So let's actually take a look at his buildings as well, because I'm pretty sure
fully built.
That's crazy. He's making 170 ducats a month while drilling his armies.
That's so lovely. You know, the production. Awesome. Age of Reformation is pretty much age of production for Poland. With,
right? Does he have
age
the?
Objective. Yeah,
he has to click the button. Oh, it's so busted. Oh man! And didn't they make it so like Brandenburg can get it or something? Prussia or Brandenburg can get it if they annex Poland before a certain mission or something. One of the things
I think so. Yeah, I did see that happen recently on a multiplayer game. By the way, we've got some background information about rivalship between Commonwealth and France. And apparently, after the war ended, France paid off all the loans from Commonwealth. Even though they fought each other just a second earlier.
Just for goodwill, I guess. Maybe that was part of the agreement. And he said, hey, listen, just cut me some slack here.
Yeah.
Well, because if they would have stayed in the war, I have no doubt that France would have been like fully like thrashed, right? I mean, you got to understand how much prosperity there would have been in that area, right? Oh, poor Burgundy. Let's see. Did they end up buying down their war exhaustion? Yeah, they did. Because they were at 20. The fact that you can't buy war exhaustion down, honestly, I kind of like that. I kind of like not being able to buy war exhaustion down at war. I feel like it makes it more like do or die. You know what I mean? It doesn't let you just go to war for like 12 years for one province kind of deal, you know?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, when you're looking at the Ottomans and the amount of land that he's owning directly, you might think, oh, how he's handling this Gov capacity, right? He should be dying from Gov cap. How I, like, for example, saw France being over it already. Well, for the Ottomans, the limit is like 400, 500 higher, or even 600, because they first of all took 400 of it from the states, but they're also playing fairly well with the amount of money to build the card houses. So
which is the big one.
Yeah, all of his mainland is pretty much full of card houses. But what I'm surprised about with his build is that he's not investing much into regimental camps yet. You see that he just has a couple of them. So in theory, if you wanted to, I see a lot of blue flames. Let's go back straight to it.
There is some
Commonwealth Bavaria War of the Protestant League.
Oh, let's go!
Let's go! Oh, look at the players support!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, this is bad. This has to be a Protestant victory, right? It has. Oh wait. Yeah, this has to be a Protestant victory. Wait, when is France and
more countries are joining? Yeah.
Burgundy got cut loose. Burgundy is independent.
Oh yeah,
that must have been part of the war.
That's making them even more interesting.
We missed
that. So what we've
got?
We've got France, Bavaria, Franconia, and Bohemia. It's Pope.
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Oh, this is so sad.
Bavaria should be like now. France, I don't feel so well.
Yeah, I don't feel so well, Mr. Stark. Oh, they pieced out.
No.
Cowards, you cowards. You cowards. The Protestants won too.
We've got one player elector.
Oh, rip. So we now have Brabant is the emperor of a Protestant Holy Roman Empire without, I don't know if there was a single bit of bloodshed. The peaceful Protestant
Maybe some
League.
attrition.
The bishops losing the ability to enforce a Protestant Catholic empire is going to be huge. And I think, to be honest with you, I think it's just basically going to be the nail in the coffin for them as a whole team.
Oh, yeah.
Which you hate to see it, but rip the bishops.
So as Brabant became an emperor, you see that their maximum power is 69,000.
Very nice.
And first limit is 67, even though he has only...
They have like 10,
20
provinces?
They have 20 provinces.
They must be colonizing.
Colonies. Look at
Cape.
They have... Look at Cape.
Brabantine
must
Cape
have some islands as well. Like that's pretty cool. And because what I wanted to say is that Brabant has like almost twice the power of Burgundy, that is just next by, and bigger first limit. So
Brabant
I don't think
has a couple of provinces in Colombia, but they're full occupied by peasant rebels. There's 40,000 peasant rebels.
And they're going to St. Vincent's on the island.
They're probably going to hop over to another. Let me see here, St. Vincent. So these are lands in the Windward Isles over there.
I like that play from Brabant because even if he loses everything except his capital, so in Europe,
he can get exiled if he really has to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh wait, we have an imperial incident. Switzerland in the empire, huh?
Lübeck left, by the way, as well.
Oh, Oh, did they form a kingdom? They did. They formed a kingdom. So they must have left for governing cap. That would be my assumption.
Maybe. And they are close to be an empire. It's just 140 death.
Oh, yeah. This one.
Oh, no. You'll be so sad, Joey.
Uh-oh.
Commonwealth attacked Kazan.
Where are we at? No, not Kazan.
I know that you love them.
Big green, big purple Russia. What color are they? They purple? Commonwealth, why you do this? I want to see a big Kazan. Bro, they actually border. They're almost to the Baltic Sea.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That is so funny to see how far their borders go. So still no blue flames. Commonwealth over there. Ottomans are still at war.
Italy's such a mess.
Italy's pretty disgusting. Looks like he took a province from Genoa. You reckon he threatened them for it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're a subject now. You must have gotten an event then. A gank. Ogatan says a gank. Blue flame.
What the hell is happening to Franconia?
This is a gank if I've ever seen one.
I mean, let's see, because for now I only see 3 air troops actually being involved. I don't see any other nation doing anything. Bavaria is just sitting doing nothing. Frankfurt is just looking next by. Maybe it's a 1v1, just looks like a gank.
No.
Because they
pieced out.
It was Franconia attacking, so they just all accepted call to arms, not destroy the relationships, because if it's negative you cannot re-ally. It was a fake war. What did change there? Did they lose anything?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't see anything as well.
Like? Franconia is currently annexing Baden, the Trappist order of Baden, and they have Ulm, so it looks like Franconia is actually doing okay, all things considered. I don't know what happened there. Trier is annexing Baden. Stuttgart, Württemberg over here is a subject of Franconia. Yeah, what
not
was that?
So many AIs left here.
And then the ones that don't make it in end up getting gobbled up anyways or become subjects. Just a misunderstanding. XD, he says. I don't know how.
Apparently we've got more blue flames, and I've got information from the backstage that Prussia and Dalmatia are doing a 1v1 for fun.
Ooh, Prussia and Dalmatia.
How they want to do that while Prussia is having all the troops in Finland and Dalmatia has all of its troops in Austria?
Curious.
Funk.
The city of Ulm isn't owned by Ulm. No, it is owned by Franconia. Okay, so it does look like Dalmatia is getting some men built up.
It's gonna be tough for Dalmatia. He's 105% discipline. Nice.
Let's see here. We've got Prussia with 120 discipline with 5.1 morale, but Dalmatia's actually at 5.6 morale.
Yeah, he got the morale event. A truly great captain.
So they're lacking 15 defensiveness. Do you think, or 15 discipline? Do you think that that's enough to swing a war? 15%?
Yeah, with that's quantity-wise, we're gonna be similar. Maybe a bit of advantage of Dalmatia, but that shouldn't be enough.
Yeah, Prussia's manpower is not as high, though. I think he just built up quite a bit. I might be wrong, but their cap is 123. Dalmatia's is 126. They're like a 1-for-1 right now. So yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
But Dalmatia's got the economy. That's the big one. Dalmatia is very rich.
What I'm more surprised by, why do you take mercenary ideas if you don't recruit mercs? He only has Grand Company, like Dalmatia. I mean, I guess if it's a war from fun, he doesn't want to risk taking all of the mercs, disbanding them, and just getting attacked by
it might just be a financial decision at this point, yeah?
Or maybe, I mean, he's just calculating risks. If he uses the mercs now and disbands them, he cannot take them again for some time. So then he's very vulnerable.
3 years or something like that?
I think it's even more.
5 years? Yeah,
depends how much of manpower he depleted.
Yeah, infrastructure merc gives an extra 5% merc discipline, so that's 10% merc discipline that he gets.
Oh yeah,
very, very respectable.
Yes,
and then attrition for enemies and garrison size with defensive infrastructure. Oh, look at him, he's BMing, he's sieging down Slovakia.
He should go for hunt.
Oh, is that what the
Goldmine
Dalmatian humiliation of the Commonwealth? That's the CB. I love it. It's a humiliation war.
Where are the Prussian troops? He's doing nothing. He's sitting not square Memel.
No, well, I don't respect Memel unless it's square. So yeah, I'm curious what this war is going to lead to. So far, it looks like nothing. It looks like Prussia was actually just disbanding a bunch of troops.
No, I think he consolidated, or maybe he disbanded something in the north. I don't know, but I think it was mostly consolidating. So apparently, Dalmatia is asking Poland to turn off all of his force, so he can just march to Prussia. It's easy to troll you if you do that, right? Because when he turns on the force again, he loses one battle.
He's setting himself up for failure if he does that. Yeah. No, what he's doing is he's asking him to turn his force off, and he's just going to immediately hop on it and siege it down. Is what he's doing.
And if Milan is willing to help, and I see he's sitting there, right? It's gonna be a 2v1, not a 1v1.
Hogatan down here, he knows what he's doing. He's very dedicated. He said, what was it? The AI took espionage ideas, and so we swapped it out for infrastructure for him or something like that.
Yeah, that's what he
because he knows that he's not going to be able to play the game except for clicking the dev button every couple. And he's just sitting here developing his country.
And isn't this the starting borders of Milan, or he lost a province?
Yeah, no, I think it's like 1-for-1. I think he owns Parma as well, day one.
So I think we are coming to the moment where people are picking Tech 14 on admin, which means we'll see new idea
Extra
groups
idea
soon.
groups.
Yeah.
Yep. So it looks like he decided he's going to start sieging down. Dalmatia is over in Silesia now.
I'm looking around, seeing something interesting. So Prussia took Humanis. I think he's most probably just trying to get that event for idea cost.
Yeah.
And Dalmatia took trades.
Moldavian buffer zone is disappearing. Otto said maybe it's time to cut out this single player, time to border some actual players, though they do border in Hungary now, so I got to give them a little bit of credit. So we have a siege that has been won. Are these only level 2 forts as well? Poznan. What's going on?
No cannons on the Dalmatia side, right? They were fleet, but
rip.
he won.
Oh, why is he fleeing? Oh no, Prussia fled.
Yeah, Prussia didn't have enough troops there. I think that there's a quantity difference. Like, let's see. Dalmatia is having 114,000. Prussia has 97, but he didn't have 20k on this battle. So it was pretty much 70, like 5k fighting on his side.
Right, yeah. So let's see here. We have trade ideas for Dalmatia. Seems appropriate, right?
I'm not so sure, honestly. Does he really need trade with so limited amount of lands? But
to be fair, his economy he's making less money than Prussia, and he's like Venice, you know?
Yeah, but look, he has like almost nothing, right? His land amount of lands is very limited.
Yeah.
I have another battle in Poznan. I think Prussia attacked without even refilling his morale.
Yeah,
but
I believe that.
Oh yeah, I think Dalmatia didn't notice and he started reinforcing a bit too late. And did you see that Dalmatia had cannons in the front row?
Oh my gosh. What are these losses so far?
I don't want to say anything, but Poland stopped drilling with one stack.
So Dalmatia has lost 90,000 troops so far. So, rookie numbers, small numbers. They've lost a couple of men. Meanwhile, Prussia has lost 45, and Lubeck actually is helping? Question mark?
No, Lubeck is just sitting and like losing people to attrition in the capital. That's it.
They've lost 30,000 men to attrition in battle. That is crazy.
Yeah, they're keeping 60k.
Look, he's doing it. He's going to take a battle with like one. Oh no, I thought he was going to do it. This Prussia player is absolutely bonkers. I love this so much. Is he doing it? Come on, do it.
He wants to cut off Sami, but I think Dalmatia is baiting him right now, knowing that Prussia has low morale.
Yeah, I think that Poland was just moving his armies. Because he actually has access to his armies right now. There's a battle.
Dalmatia might have an issue with maybe not this battle, but one of the next battles. Look at his back row. He has only 18,000 cannons, which are gonna flee fairly fast because many of these regiments are not full. So even though he's still winning, at one point it might start hurting him.
I was gonna say, I agree with you. Yeah, Prussia keeps on falling back. But
it's just quantity. The quantity difference is making the job here.
Right. Well, he does have extra morale. So yeah, like you said, he's taking more casualties, but he also has more men. So that's kind of the trade-off. We'll see. I mean, at this point, yeah, Prussia just hangs back because they're not hurting for manpower yet, are they? Oh, they are. Why? Oh, we have look at Milan up there, standing there, asserting their dominance. There you go, Hogan. Is he gonna go? I thought he was gonna go in with the 0 morale again.
I mean, without these Milan troops, the battles will be much more close. Maybe even Prussia could win it.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have Lady Magnus joining us here in a few minutes to chat about some stuff. So maybe we can figure out a little bit about what's going on. But it looks like Poland was just moving their armies away so that way they could avoid
more
getting
space to fight.
Yeah, I guess so. That accumulation war on him. Looks like I thought we might have had more blue flames, but we do not. We have another battle going on over here in whatever that province is called, Gniezno.
I'll tell you a fun thing about this province. Gniezno was the first capital of Poland in 10th century.
Hey, very cool. Very, very cool.
The quantity is still winning, but look right now at the end of the battle is only 10,000 difference.
Prussia, it didn't help that Prussia decided to take a -2 on that as well. All right, let's get Lady Magnus in here. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello.
Ma'am, I'm not that old, Chewy.
I'm a Southern boy. You are old. You are old.
I'm just gonna
respectfully
right now. I'm coming back to see you in the U.S., Chewy. Don't make me come over there. I don't like your coffee. Anyway,
I don't either. So
what is going on here? So I'm looking at this war and I'm going, okay, so we know that Prussia is obviously stubborn, but what is the point of what do you think the point is of this war right here? Because Slavic, your country is getting sieged down, my friend.
My capital is taken.
No.
I mean, they were just bored, just nothing to do. And at the same time, Prussia wants just to keep fighting. As we said at the start of the stream, he wants to keep the army attrition at 100, which he's
Prussia
doing.
got an extra 3%. It's the Protestant thing.
Yeah,
they got extra
battle.
discipline as well.
I think they will be piecing out soon because Prussia is out of manpower, so I don't think they're gonna fight for much longer.
It just feels like Prussia is just going in and just throwing, their armies at France. It's like
this is a trend that we've been picking up on.
Yes, exactly. Because when I went into the production room and I started watching the stream, I was like, okay, so what happened to this war? Like, I thought that, they just conceded the defeat or whatever it was, and now they're back at another war, and it feels like it's kind of the same thing of let's just throw our armies into it. So are they wanting to take land? Are we trolling?
It's a humiliation war, so they can't. They're
right,
like
it is
forbidden.
a humiliation war.
The best they could do is like, yeah. And the thing is Poland is the war leader, so they're not going to get anything from it and Poland clearly isn't interested because he's over here drilling his armies. So I think that this is more of just for funsies.
Yeah, I think it's mainly Dalmatia being bored because, as you remember, they couldn't join the World War, so they're just sitting and doing nothing. And I'm looking right now at the situation, thinking like who can win, and why Prussia is out of manpower. I see the battle. While Prussia is out of manpower, Dalmatia is actually using a Grand Company that's tanking lots of manpower. That's why he still has some of it. Well, let's see this battle because Prussia did recruit a Grand Company a second ago, but he did reinforce that with low morale, so it's not giving him much.
Those mercs and their extra discipline are actually like evening the playing field quite a bit.
Yeah, I think he's mainly saving manpower. So, as the war is going, Prussia did deplete already out of manpower, while Dalmatia still has some of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm kind of hoping that we see some more maybe serious wars. It would be nice to see these guys kind of sweat it a little bit. You know what I mean?
I was disappointed in the immediate resolution of the Protestant League. I think Bavaria heard the footsteps coming, and he just kind of
laid down and played dead. Yeah, that's what that felt like.
Imagine being in TV and just pissing out really just for day one.
Well, and the thing is like, but here's the thing, because I understand it as much of a bummer as it is from us watching. Bavaria is on the front line between the Commonwealth and the Ottomans, who are just going to 100% destroy him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with the changes that this mod makes, I can understand being a little more timid about taking on a negative sort of position in a war. Yeah,
it's big.
It doesn't make it any more interesting, but yeah, I understand.
I would love to see some of them actually kind of go over. No offense, Slavic, or offense. I would kind of love to see them maybe go over and teach at least Poland or take a chunk out of the Ottomans. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels like these guys are kind of just getting to the point of they're going to be the end bosses, and it would be nice to maybe kind of see them get picked on a little. You know what I mean? Like take a province here and there.
Yeah, that's what I was telling chat in the beginning. Yeah. That I was talking to the Poland player, and he's like, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'd be doing better if you did more than one war per session." But so yeah, I want to see what we're thinking, Lady Magnus. Is we think that the Commonwealth and France, or at least I think, I don't know, Slavic didn't really voice a strong opinion. I think that the Commonwealth and France are going to end up teaming up against the Ottomans. I think it has to be done. I think that's the only way the Ottomans actually lose. To be fair,
if Prussia recovers, there's just Prussia and Commonwealth could have a chance of fighting 1v1 the Ottomans, at least right now. Well. But over time might change. We got another battle.
The forts in Slovakia are so important, but then all of this land, now that the Ottomans have taken Moldavia, they're cracked wide open in the south. All they need to do is siege one fort, and they're on Warsaw. That's terrifying.
That is terrifying. Are you sweating it, Slavic?
Oh yeah, I would love to see it. But guys, take a look at the Struda battle. Struda battle. You have no idea what just happened. Commonwealth just reinforced this battle with 30k troops. That's out of nowhere. Dalmatia was winning that easily.
That's BM. That's BM.
I love it.
That was beautiful. All right, I'm going to leave you gentlemen alone, and I'll be back in just a bit. Have fun.
In the next episode of Imperial Ambitions.
Sealand!
He's in Japan fighting right now, the Korean troops.
Sealand has a bunch of land in Japan. He's gonna lose! This is a tragedy.
Oh no, that's a wipe. He rolled 1 and now 0.
He took a -6 on that battle. My goodness.
Frankfurt's on his
coming. No, that's a dub. Dalmatia's taking a -6. Oh my gosh.
He's still winning that.
And then Hogatan decided to actually help this time.
There's a big battle right now in Jülich.
That's a big one.
Make sure to subscribe for the next episode of Imperial Ambitions.